Hello everybody, as you probably know, it's me, TheRedMageKro, and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio, where we are... Oh, here's the lance. We are on a journey to get to the new town. We're gonna talk to Fidelio and Bass in order to, figure out, their intentions and whatnot. You realize there are probably a ways to get the lance that didn't involve you saving that pagan girl, yeah? Though I suppose I can't complain since you got the lance either way. Still, if you want Count Louise's favor, take my advice and stop playing the hero. I mean, I guess, but that's no fun now, is it? Somewhere here. Don't think that it would be on the outside deck. I think that he would be more inclined to hang out on the deck. Imagination. Where is that tall chap? Kind of weird that I don't see him, actually. He could be hanging out in the back, or he could be hanging out... I can just barely not make him out. Okay, there's... I'll check the back just to be sure, because I don't think they would place him in the very bottom. They placed him in the very bottom, did they? I mean, he could be up top, too. But I rarely ever find anyone up top, you know? What the fudge? Is he really up top? Hold the phone. I know I'm wasting time, I understand, but it's weird. No one ever, no, I want to use the ladder. I don't think I've ever seen anyone up here. Oh, here's the highest bay. Oddly bittersweet that this view of the endless ocean might be my last for a while. The soothing sway of the waves gave me such pleasant dreams. I confess, I'll miss them. Aw. Where the bloody hell is Bass? You were not right there, I solemnly swear. Gotta hand it to you. I can't believe you actually got that relic off him. Couldn't afford to cock you up a job from Lord Louise, though, could you? Otherwise, you'd just be dead weight. Okay, well, jeez, man. Ah, man, now I'm thinking, what do I do?
All right, then.
I could work on the other... Oh, look, they have little different textiles here. That's cute. Okay. I guess that one's Strahl. That one might be Hulkenberg's. I don't know. Ultimately, what is it that we need to primarily work on? Now, when I think about, all the other things that we definitely have to work on, tolerance is definitely one of them, elegance and imagination. But the only one that we have right now that we can primarily use is gonna be, I think that's imagination, right? Yeah. Which is, that is the case, because I'm pretty sure that we finished all the books, unless there's something new. There is something new. What's it going to be about? Appears to be a Musari authored travelogue and guide of lands outside the island. It's been thoroughly annotated by Yufa. I have yet to start reading it. Musari's guide to life outside the island. It must be tough for them. Gives me tolerance. I want that. So we spend some time reading this book. Read the book! This travelogue offers an introduction to cultures and customs outside Virga Island, told through the Mustari's author first-hand experience. Contains practical guides for things like creating an altar while traveling or making eye contact with unmasked people. These encapsulate some of the difficulties Musari people face living outside the island. Yufa must have read and reread this thoroughly. book is nearly in tatters. Oh, living in a totally foreign culture sounds so difficult, and yet this author and youth are jumping right into it. I think their willingness to embrace other cultures and values increases my tolerance.
All right.
Oh, that's a lot of tolerance! Okay, I'm really reading this. There's still more left to read in this. I'll pick it up next time.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp, just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks.
Is that
only
a foreshadow?
Offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
I feel like that's a foreshadow. Oh, pretty.
Indeed.
We should reach the city the day after tomorrow. I can feel the temperature dropping since we made it landfall. I bet it'll be pretty cold in Altaberry. Would be nice if everyone got, like, you know, a little outfit for the cold. Would make sense, but there wasn't an outfit for all of them when, like, you know, it was ridiculously hot. And, you know, I mean, everyone except for Juna is kind of built for the cold from the looks of it. Oh, okay, Bass. Hey, dude. That Mustari festival on the island wasn't too bad, eh? Reminds me a bit of the bashes we used to have the other Parapist lads. Lady Juna smiled, though. That's the biggest surprise. Never seen her so. Bah, never mind. Forget I said anything. Like, I definitely... Okay. Okay, look. Look, I can't have this again. I can't have this again, okay? Del! Del! Where are you, Del? Del? He's not over there, and he's not over there. Is he in the brig? Did he just go to sleep? There he is. I've never seen anyone down here. Ugh. Shoot. Something still feels off. How long have you been there? Wipe that look off your face. I'm not looking for sympathy. If you weren't anyone about me, least you of all. Oh no. Oh no, Dale! Dale! I feel like Dale! I don't know why, but like, it's just funny to me.
Got it.
Dale! Okay, you know, all things aside though, all things aside. I want to get my tolerance up to level 4. I gotta get everything up to level 4, to be perfectly honest. And if this thing is gonna help me, like, you know, spring that into where I need it, that's exactly what I'm going to. I didn't read any of that because I was racing through it. Oh, I'm a dongus. I'm so sorry. I mean, you guys can definitely go back and pause on it, but like, still, I wanted to read that. I really did. I was just distracted, was primarily all.
It would seem that...
We now stand among the mountains. I've long gazed at the peak of Montario from the island, but I never imagined I would see them this close.
Altaberry remains cold year-round, but quite accordingly, its people have perfected the art of piping hot stew. Ooh, that sounds lovely. And it's home to the foremost opera house in the kingdom, as well. I suppose that will be the stage of our confrontation with Louise.
I guess.
Let's keep our hopes high.
There's some tall mountains on the horizon.
So?
Let's make sure all our preparations are complete by tomorrow night.
Yeah. Definitely go into the pantry. Make a couple of food. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. I'm not getting any more luck up by using this consistently. I really think that was probably like a one-time thing. Unfortunate as it is. Dale Blackbread deals 300 almighty frick, man. Yeah, you know what? I'm down to like... I mean, Hulkenberg wouldn't know how to make food that freaking damages you. Good gravy. Jeez. No, I bet you anything that, like, with that, like, little, like, festival in the previous episode, depending on who you would have picked, you would have got, like, a weapon of their, you know, archetype. And that... Hey, Bash, you're still here. I believe that's, primarily what would have been given to us. Seems like Dell's foot is all healed up now. Thanks to Lady L. Now, what's got you looking so pleased? Can't make sense of all this. Love you, Bass. I really do. Dell's down here. No. I highly doubt they would put him over there, though. Which means he's somewhere right here, of course. About time we made it to the mountains. Never much minded the sea travel myself. Basilio, though, he turns green at the thought. Basilio's got no sea legs. Aw. I love them. Okay. So this should be... Nope. Should be the last one until we finish up Tolerance. I'm fairly certain. Yep. This travelogue offers introduction to cultures and customs. Yep. A section detailing the small, cute animals that exist outside the island is practically worn. People must have returned to this section often. But it goes on to depict some methods mainlanders use to keep and raise animals for food. You can feel the author and Yufa's shock through the pages. Living in totally foreign culture sounds so difficult. Yes.
Now then.
This should be the last of the tolerance we need to get it to level 4 at the very least. And once we finish this book, we'll get like a whole nother one. Is one of the virtue rulers must possess without to aspire to true sovereignty, take up the mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people. A conqueror's need, that precious kindling in which a follower's passion may be inflamed. Nice. That I finished the book. Oh great, so I'm gonna get even more! Dang.
Come look at this.
Ahoy, you lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes!
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colorodeo Cliff. A bluff so tremendous, it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation, none can say.
Oh. Interesting. Ooh, very pretty. Scary, but pretty.
Ooh.
And absolutely incredible! I've heard of sheer cliffs from before, but I never imagined something like this. Indeed! Falling off of that precipice would be unfathomably terrifying and exhilarating, I imagine. Let's not. Makes me want to scream. I don't know why, but I suddenly want to scream out into this distance.
On guard!
God taking Hulkenberg. Darned bull-faced sanctus scullions!
What?
Yeah! Oi! What's gone into you? My, that was rather pleasing. It's quite refreshing, you know, to pull your voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of
I am reminded of the time you were all yelling at before me. It was a rather terrible experience, I admit. But if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in a roach-infested inn! I feel you. I'm with you there.
How amusing. I would also like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? Fully intended to do it. The words just won't come out at all, and
Oh, this girl is just too charming. Never change love. Well, does anyone else have something to yell about? I sense that gazing off of the cliff has been filled with an unexplainable urge to scream has somehow brought in my wisdom.
All right.
More wisdom I don't need right now.
As for me...
Oh, then I suppose it's old Nurse's turn. I prepared a list of complaints and I wish I could recite to you all on a daily basis and... Oh, rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we all catch a cold. Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend so much time on these distractions. Oh.
Bombs away!
But I must scream! As always, I've drawn this place. Here. Yep. Souvenir.
The gauntlet runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops
I
the
love
wilderness
him.
in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters, peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only
I
the
hope
gauntlet
nothing.
runner
Either
can
something's
provide.
gonna happen here or on the way to Montario, and I'm not looking forward to either if that's the case. Should arrive in town by this time tomorrow.
you know, you got a limited amount of time left to enjoy these quiet moments. Once we get out of the bury, well, you know what is going to happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna end well for us. But this place, we reach out the berry sometime tomorrow. You got the lance in the end, but I'll not deny you've got the skills for this. But I'll be watching you until it's in Count Louise's hands.
Hey.
The night chills are creeping in. Suppose that means we're closing in on Altaberry. And once this lance is in Lord Louise's hands, I'll be out of your hair, eh? The days really flew by. Aw. So sweet. Now, all of them will increase my imagination, so it's just a matter of, like, who do I talk to and which
Oh
Judah.
my.
Oh, if it isn't Crow! I'm so bored and it might not be in the mood to sing. It sure would be nice to have someone to talk to. By recalling the past and planning for the future with Juna, maybe I can hone my imagination. Yeah, let's talk with Juna. Why not, right? I can hardly believe that we got a hold of the Divine Lance. I knew teaming up with you was a wise move. Your strengths and competencies are impeccable naturally, but most of all I appreciate the rapport I've enjoyed with all of you. Seems you fit right in.
Got it.
Oh, it seems you fit right in then. Yes, I've always been adept in blending into my current milieu. The new one? Oh, you know what? It brings to me a point to look it up now. Milieu means a person's social environment. Oh, yay! I'm actually not doing much of that with you at all. I'm just being myself. For so many other people, I gave them what they desired. I performed the role of sweet, virtuous Juna the songstress. But you don't treat me like that way, you know? Ha! I was a little miffed and even disappointed because of it, to be honest.
But
I'm sure you'll be a shining star one day. Actually, I'm absolutely positive about it. And this is coming from me, so you better believe in yourself. My imagination.
All right.
It raises. Holy cow! Okay. I guess we're just at that point of time where we're just getting a bunch of it. Is it that time already? I do feel a mite drowsy. But we can talk just a bit more before we have a kip. Can't we? Interesting. You know, now I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Lovely.
Tis nearly time.
There's only a ways further until we reach Altaberry. The city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saints' Day. I wonder if Louise is already there. Sooner or later, we'll have to hand Dracadios over to him. One must wonder what the brothers would tell him of their time on the island. I hope they will leave out any unnecessary details.
Got it?
We just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it. Some of us are a bit worse at telling lies than others. We should probably not bring Yufa. I'm just saying. Knight will deliver the lance to Louise.
Have a sec?
It'll be the last time we'll be able to relax for a while. Once we arrive, we'll be jumping right into it. I can't blame you for feeling nervous. After all, you know what's coming.
Yeah. Know what's coming indeed. Which I will definitely do that with you. It's just a matter of finding where the hell these brothers are located. There's Del. The Divine Alliance. They call it the Reclamation. But those Sanctus are pillaging the pagans' treasures. Plain and simple. Sanctism has got nothing for us. We got no faith in the God or the Sanctus. That's why we stand with Camp Louise. I really hope it isn't the case that humans make more humans by turning everyone's fears and insecurities into like something that... Oh, what the hell? And that's what makes them into humans, you know? That would be bad. Is Bass down here? No, he's hiding again. If I had to guess, he's probably in the exact same place I feel like I would have seen him. Yeah. Where the hell is he? He's not in here. Where the hell? Where is this tall parrot? Man. Is he in the engine room? That's the only place I have not looked. Not here. Did they just flat out... Hey, Bass. A Sanctus festival, is it? I get the pit in the stomach when just thinking about what's going off without a hitch. At least it gives me a chance to hear Lady Juna sing. So, better clean out your ears, eh? It's a privilege to listen to her, so don't go wasting it. Okay, well, you know, yes. Hey, Yufa.
Oh, would you like to join me in a bit of meditation?
If I face myself through meditation and broaden my view of the world, my imagination may improve.
Passing time in peace and quiet with you, that sounds nice. What do you think? I'd like to try it.
Happy.
Wonderful then. Let us sit at the altar and bid our spirits calm.
I haven't been able to completely focus. At least I've lifted my spirits.
What do you think?
How's your first meditation session?
I still can't focus entirely.
However,
That's only because it's your first time. Let's keep practicing. I have visions whenever I manage to calm my mind through this practice. Not just one time, when I saw my ideal self in the future. However, I also know that country has dark times ahead. Even if we do manage to defeat Louise and bring peace,
I too will.
I'm not so naive to think everyone in the land will suddenly come together as one.
You seem calm about that.
True, Serenity will win the day, and I aspire to become someone who can be counted on to help resolve disputes when they arise. I aspire to practice kindness, One who counsels those on the wrong path, or those who have strayed altogether, yeah.
I realized.
I believe that since I too once lost my way, I know how to help others in the same circumstance. I'll have your back.
I see.
That's a great goal to have. I'll be behind you the whole way.
I won't stop.
I don't know precisely what I'll do for them, but I hope to create opportunities for them. If only a small one. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be meditating, and yet I have done nothing but talk. Being with you makes me want to contemplate so many things.
But then,
But I feel like things have been becoming a little clearer for me now. We are such a lively and animated group is, I'm sure, thanks to you. They always were. You're a part of, we'll go with you're a part of that now too, yes.
Hey.
Because it's nice being a part of this now. I think you're just as much the thanks for that, Yufa.
I'm very happy.
Thank you for saying so. I think that with you at the center, it's been so much easier for everyone to bond in such a wonderful way. Being with you has made my path forward feel a little clearer. So glad we found time to talk
The
today.
reason is,
Since we're here, why not meditate for a few minutes more? I feel like my imagination has increased since I was able to come out of my shell and broaden my horizons. Holy cow! Dude, my eloquence is so low. It needs help. Help! I continued to meditate with Yufa for a while. Dang, man. So tiny.
Yura speaking.
Yeah, we got something in the gold radar. We're gonna stop. Yes,
Before
yes.
Altabury's mountains,
Holy Christ, I see a skull!
the murky
A
graveyard.
bridge!
The colossal bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But
So
few
sad.
honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Hangman.
Just look at it.
Whoa, these bridges are huge.
It's an area defined by its numerous valleys. The bridges connected the flatlands and increased the amount of places in which people may live. People? Really, Hulkenberg? Well, that does make sense, I guess. But if these bridges were to fall in battle, those people would end up isolated.
hey,
Yes, all very fascinating. But have you looked at what's directly in front of you? Well, those are bones of people, aren't they? They are the remains of those who fell in the Annex War. This was the site of a fierce battle, and the dead were left to the elements, denied the dignity of a proper burial.
Land is tragic. War is tragic. And we shouldn't disrespect the fallen here.
Yeah.
Indeed, I can't bear to think of something on this scale happening again. It brings me no pleasure to see it. It is valuable and experience the cold reality of battle beyond the legends and tales of valor. Carve this memory into your hearts.
That is why the magla that drifts about this place carries such an oppressive weight. I can feel the sadness and regret of those who live came to an end here.
Feel that my wisdom is deepened.
All right.
Not my wisdom, it doesn't need any. I mean, it needs more to get to level 5, but I don't really need it.
Something wrong, Nurse? Your face has gone blue. Yes, I'm gonna do it. There's a shadow behind you.
Lad.
Behind you, Nurse. I just saw.
Hey,
Ah! Do refrain from doing that again. Things of this matter are not my forte. Why, Nurse? I'm surprised you put any stock in scary stories. You're a more gentle soul than I gave you credit for. Too true, too true. And for all else, I'm a delicate flower.
well then,
Shall we make a quiet departure, as to not rouse the dead?
That's my fault.
I'm sorry to have made such a fuss. I'd like to give those who died a proper send-off, and drew this with that in mind. Aww. I'll take this with me so I don't forget the people whose lives came to an end here. So sad.
Altabury Heights, capital of the
We made it.
Principality of Montario.
There's a
The
lot of
easternmost
places to go
country
from the looks of
annexed into
it.
The kingdom of Uchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
Ooh. I don't think I like that very much. Oh, we're getting an animated
The seat of
cutscene.
Sanctism, Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus Scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
I love Paisme.
We're here at last.
I mean, can we also just talk about how, like, I was able to hear Yufa's voice in my head, but once we met up with her, that kind of, like, went away. I really hope that gets brought up again, honestly. He decided to present Louise with Dracodios, Lance of the Dragon God, aboard his gauntlet runner, the Charadrius. Charadrius, yes. Let's hope he doesn't find out the lance is a fake.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
I am called Euphrasia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me.
Why would she?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done.
Oh, thank
At
you.
last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Fortin.
Oh, how so?
Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raise their village to the ground. The Charadrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple task.
Louise, is there really a reason to bring that up?
What?
Why are you surprised?
I mean, why wouldn't she be?
At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
Why is it that Louise always has to bring up, like, the most, like, extreme measures to counteract people's, like, very existence, right? He did that with Strahl, and now he's doing the same thing with Yufa. I don't quite like it.
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber later. Thank you for your hard work in spite of your wound. Take care of yourselves. Now we need only to wait until tomorrow for the Saints' Day festival.
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
Okay,
The
2
first
days.
day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Main festivities start on the 2nd day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
Oh no, wait! Is Fidelio going to sacrifice his body when we try to, like, backstab Louise? That could very well be it too. I hope not. But see how, like, Bass is the only one with his weapon clearly out, right?
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
Then again, I guess that no one else really does that either.
This is where Forden dies. He and Sanctism itself.
Do we?
At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Lord Louise, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
Well, I'm off to check out the opera house. Want to make sure everything's shipshape for my solo, of course.
Your arm, Juna, is going right through your hair.
The rest is up to you.
You know there's Parapus
You
in
have
the
all
room.
performed admirably. You exceeded my every expectation. Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully to my campaign.
Understood.
For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
It seems the land's passed muster. Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
Definitely. Oh, Yufa.
Yufa? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, no one would be able to really... I mean, yeah, see, so, like, Heisme has his weapon, freaking Hulkenberg has her weapon, Strahl has his weapon, and I have my sword. So it's just like, yeah, no, Bass is the only other character that does that.
He would have destroyed my home. How could he suggest such carnage with not a shade of guilt? I was sure that deep down, all people are inherently good at heart. Now, you made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
Definitely.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand, and we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
Heisme does have a point. Oh no.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out.
Let's just stay in the Gauntlet Runner.
Let's just stay in the Gauntlet Runner.
Yeah, why not?
As a last resort, maybe, but it might do us some good to see the city itself. Do a bit of scouting for our plans. Let's call the runner our fallback plan.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
Right?
In times before the church, it's said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house.
Really?
Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
Oh, lovely.
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
Possibly.
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
It would be a good idea. 110%.
Speaking of...
Ooh. If it's a Mustari-owned inn we seek, then I know of one in the center of town. It is called Skyward Tavern. Oh, lovely. I recall it being rather pleasant, with very little that would point to its Mustari roots.
Certainly.
It was on Dia Franco Street, if I'm not mistaken. So cold. At least Hulkenberg is in her element. Can we get going before we freeze, though? Yep, we definitely can. Let's fly!
Hey,
Okay,
listen.
so that's a thing. I doubt they'll just let me go in. Oh, okay, they're allowing me to just go in. Gotcha. Hello. With that bounty, I would love the deck, but I'm kind of busy right now. I kind of figured that was going to be the case. And if that was the case, just make it so that I can't come in today, you know? Lock your doors.
Hang on.
Hide your men and hide your wives. Because they're snatching everybody up. Just saying.
Right.
I mean, if anything, this place is quite massive. Very massive. Jeez. That's a weird little area right there. Probably gonna have like a quest. Look, that person's riding a sword. Hell yeah. You also not going to... Oh. Sounds interesting, but it sounds like too much time commitment. Well, that's certainly understandable. Special seeds. How about some hero jeweled fruit seeds and warrior style? Premium crop. Holy.
What do you want to do?
I want all of them. I'll only take one for now. What are you? Are you a cat? Are you a rat? Guys, we found the rats! Rats, rats, we are the rats! Rats, rats, we are the rats! Hell yeah! I wonder if I can edit like a little, you know, gif of that rat dance. You know, right here on this very rat. That would be very nice, so long as I can jot that down. Got so many videos to like edit now that it would be a little bit of a chore to even remotely try to like Okay. Hopefully I remember, but if I don't, oh well.
How grand.
Honestly.
How grand.
Maybe I have to go the other way. Over here, right?
Yeah, amazing.
I'm guessing this is it right here. Lovely!
Welcome.
Oh.
Wait. A band of youths with a knight and a Ujif.
Yes.
Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
Yes.
One glance and you knew. Listen, we just...
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my own reputation to think about.
I mean, that makes a lot of
You
sense.
follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mastari who wears no mask?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Euphausia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Etria.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
You would think.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
You would raise another tribe to the throne.
Yeah, why not?
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so. The throne belongs to one truly worthy.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just... You look so like the priestess before you, I can't just turn you away. Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't make trouble for me.
We'll try our best.
Thank you. I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mastari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather preserve the peace we have.
I mean, hey, you know, if anything, that makes a lot of sense.
And...
It's very well.
It's a sorry excuse for an innkeep who turns away travelers.
Thank you. We're in your debt.
I mean, honestly, it's fair. It's very fair.
Look, they've got food and booze here too.
Oh wow, this is
so much cooler, which means fewer bugs.
It is actually really good.
It seems they have an imitation of the island spring here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing. Would you care to join us?
We do not.
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Why?
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
Yes.
So we seek to assassinate Louise. A difficult task. But you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
First, the when. Under normal circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense. Someone without combat ability. Or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage. And that isn't Louise. Worst case, he uses civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up. And things go sideways before we can get it done.
Yes.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can sneak in, getting to him.
Yeah.
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
Join his personal crew. Yeah.
We join his personal guard ourselves?
I considered that, but it might be tricky. We can't guarantee he'd allow it, and besides...
There would be Bass and
The
Fidelio.
real lance is overflowing with Magla. It would be a dangerous gamble to keep it on hand. That sort of power is easily noticed.
Need to consider another option. What about attacking from a distance?
We attack from a distance.
Exactly.
Okay.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right? It needs to be the lance.
We can throw the lance.
Of course. So, what if we threw the lance? Pierced him through from a distance?
Well, that would be good, but if we miss, then he has the real lance.
Yufa, as the priestess, you can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
Oh, I see.
According to Juno, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person. From above, we'll target Louise in the royal box seats.
Ooh, okay.
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly.
Not if Juno was keeping all attention on her.
Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
Louise would be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for. Besides, with Yufa there, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance and such speed would require incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
Fair enough.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another opportunity.
I mean, we could definitely try killing him when he tries to kill Forden.
There is no other opportunity. Louise intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
But who's actually going to do the throwing?
It's gonna be me, isn't it?
I'd rather leave it to you.
God dang it.
With the royal magic protecting you, it's less likely that we'll fail this, even with interference. And besides...
But from what Yufa said, that it would drain my magic, it sounds as though if I hold it, my own king's magic wouldn't work.
Laugh, if you like. I know it sounds silly, but... I really do believe you have the power to change fate itself.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Everyone here knows that firsthand.
I don't think it's gonna work.
I feel the same. If I can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
Oh, great.
Will you do it, Captain?
All right.
All right. I'll do it.
Thanks. We owe you.
Great.
On the day of, Juna will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I want you to lure Louise's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Louise is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles. Let's believe in the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
This is not gonna go well. Louise just seems to have like this weird stroke of luck that just gets him out of things way too easily.
I know there's a lot of weighing on your mind right now. Let's just try to get some rest and prepare for tomorrow. It'll get even colder at night, so try not to get sick.
Oh no, I do not like it here. The fact that the lance passed muster is a testament to Nurse's skill. Sometimes the man can even achieve some strangely amazing things. Even now, he's holed up in the runner, working away, tuning something or other with usual vigor, I don't doubt. He has his quirks, to be sure, but there can be no mistaking that he has a great credit to our endeavors. Lovely.
At last.
Tomorrow is finally Saint's Day. Louise will show his face, and with the real lance, we'll... Don't worry, I'm prepared to do what we must. The man must be stopped. So this is Altabury, eh? Colder climes tend to inspire stronger drinks amongst its people. But all that can wait until after our business is finished. Once we trounce Louise, I can think of no better celebration than a good stiff drink.
That was my first time seeing snow. It was so cold, I shivered. What a sensation.
Oh yeah, she comes from an incredibly hot location, don't she?
Alright, Juna's going to meet up with us later tonight, because she got so many things to do behind the scenes. Bro, you go ahead and get rested up. Got a big role to play tomorrow yourself, after all.
Oh, I'm not feeling good about this.
Good night.
Rest well.
I'm not feeling good about this. I'm really not feeling good about this.
What's wrong, Del? You've been quiet for a while now.
That lance they handed over, you think it's real?
Why would you even think that?
Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
Well, I mean, if Louise had it, you would think.
I know what you mean, though.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? Even in that short time on the island? Shite. How'd they? Either way, we have to tell Lord Louise.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
You would think so.
Most likely. That good enough for you, brother?
I am not the Fidelio.
Del. You remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Something like that anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
It seems like it can.
Well, yeah, obviously, but... What was it we actually wanted in the first place? Equality? Or justice? This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
That's enough, Baz. Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
Oh.
But them not even helped you out a few times, Del. really impressed me, like. I don't know how to say it, but it was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
Oh.
You know, Lord Louise plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about to get messy.
Very messy indeed. Oh, what's about to happen?
So that is the side they serve.
Yeah, he already knows.
Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry. Whether Fordens or our fallen kings. It was splendid entertainment while it lasted. However, the revelry ends here.
Mm-hmm. He's
Time
working with
marches on,
someone.
and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Who was that? Oh man. He knows, and things are about to get messy.
Festivities in Alterbury will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God. And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go-around. Lots of new info coming in even as I speak. From candidate Rudolph, a legendary nail thought lost to history. From candidate Julian, can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint.
Ooh.
We've got artifacts of all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks. But the news on everyone's lips is the announcement of Count Louise's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, a candidate working under Louise has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island. Meanwhile, candidate Forden, too, may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history.
Oh?
Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates? Only the coming days will tell.
So Luis has finally made his move. Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Forden losing.
I mean, yeah,
We're
but
about
still.
to see a clash of giants. This will be no minor bout, that's for certain.
Right. That's everyone. Let's go over the plan one last time. First, infiltration. Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
Gallica, you, and Yufa. You three will head to the rooftop, where you'll get down to the chandelier.
When I start my solo on stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover to hide whatever you're doing.
What if that's not Louise we're about to kill? Could be Forden. Never know.
Don't worry, I'll be with you.
As for us, it's just as I explained last night. Louise said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. Like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Oh, Stroll, you're going down the same path he is.
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
You know, I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Grius.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
We'll make sure this succeeds. For a world without tyrants.
Well, see you at the show.
I think Louise isn't even going to show up.
So begins our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
What if we kill Del? What if he sends Del in his place?
Right.
Oh no! I'm so scared!
Fine, I know you'll be able to do it. The Opera House is located on the highest point in the city. It'll just be you and Yufa there, so make sure you both are geared up for anything. Ah! Oh no!
Now, where was I?
I'm going to academia, guys! Oh, I'm so scared! I don't like where this is going. Presence of a new archetype. You have a mind to show me?
Welcome.
I'll just go ahead and see. Goblin Loincloth. Dark. Attacks with a powerful critical strike. Avatar and Avian. So either I get the Flaming Main Vessel, I hate this one, or the Goblin Loincloth Vessel. Well, I can, let's see, Foul Fairy. Basically, nothing that really, you know, copies, so I can at least get this. Now, there's a powerful critical strike. It's a matter of whether or not I want Dark or Almighty. A lot of things don't tend to have a defense against Almighty. I don't even think that there is an Almighty defense. I think Almighty magic just basically, like, allows you to, like, deal damage, right? But because it allows you to just deal pure damage, you can never get a super effective hit on anyone. So, with that being said, while it is guaranteed damage, it's not necessarily damage that'll... Yep. It's not damage that's going to allow you to take multiple turns. This might be good, but I'm going to go with this. Because with dark magic, we can at least get something. You know, another turn is what I mean. So, we'll go ahead with that. Do I need another mask anywhere? Nothing that really helps out. Now, I should definitely, before I go, just make sure.
That.
Okay, yeah, and it's just that I can't figure out what else to put onto it. You know what? No, I do have one thing I can put onto it. Hehe, yeah. But it's also the fact that she... I mean, being a healer would probably be good, right? Oh, but she'll only have, like, Hama. And now she'll have the Seeker, and she'll only have, like, weak HP recovery. To go with this, I'll at least have Medi. If I go with the Knight, I could get... No, that wouldn't work. You don't have anything, get out of here. I could get Medi, weak HP recovery, but it wouldn't really be worth it. Yeah, I don't think that there's really anything that I could give to Yufa that would make her better to use. I just have to deal with her, like, amazing amount of, like, stuff that she can primarily do. Oh, man. Like I said, I'm not feeling good about this, and I really think things are about to go very, very poorly. But with that being said and everything being done... Good grief. I really hope that you all liked today's episode and the stress that it is putting onto me. Okay. So, you know, with that being said and done, thank you all so very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the episode. I'll see you all in the next part of our adventure. Bye-bye. Gallica. Bye-bye. Oh no. Things are about to get bad, guys. Oh god.